Hey there, it's Kirsten here, and today I want to talk about cravings. Okay, so if you're somebody who has HA right now, then I don't think this video is actually for you. You can listen to it, of course. I'm not gonna tell you to close it, but I just want you to know that this video is meant more for those of you who are on the other side of HA and have already recovered and maybe are struggling a little bit with, finding the balance with food and finding, you know, kind of like learning to understand their cravings a little bit, because a lot of people do get cravings and they don't know what to do about it, and if they're normal, if they're not, why are they so annoying, why do you keep getting them, and what to do about them. So this video is for you if you're dealing with cravings. Again, if you have HA, eat all the food, just follow all your cravings, just eat, get the food in, and this is the way to heal. But if you're somebody who does not need to do that and just wants to realize, kind of understand why your cravings might be coming from, then please go ahead and keep listening. So first of all, there are several reasons, of course, why you might be getting cravings. And I like to see like there's like two sides. So the first side is sort of like habitual, the things that we do, we're used to do, and we eat certain things because they're like situational, the habits that we do. And then there's the second part, which has a lot to do with our food and fitness and lifestyle factors, right? So I want to focus on the second half today more. However, I'm going to talk just a little bit about the habitual part of things too. So one reason why we do get cravings is that we have this kind of this loop in our head that our brain is like used to certain things. So certain situations, in certain situations, we do certain things, eat certain things, and then we feel a certain way. They're gonna make us feel a certain way, and that always kind of, it's a loop. We go back there, right? So first, an example of that would be like you come home from work. This is your situation. That's kind of like the reminder what's going to happen next. Okay, you come home from work, maybe you're stressed out, maybe you're exhausted, traffic was bad, the boss was bad, and now you're in this situation where you're like, aha, now I know what helps. Chocolate's gonna help me. So you're gonna eat that. This is your routine. This is what you do, right? And then there's reward. You feel good after that. So I think that's absolutely cool and fine if it helps you to, feel better for a second, and then you move on with your evening and do your evening stuff, whatever you want to do. I think that's totally cool and fine. The problem is if this kind of thing turns the reward actually, it goes from having a couple of pieces of chocolate to have like a huge chocolate binge party. So this is what you don't probably want to happen. And then this is where where the reward is not reward anymore, but it's more like stress, because now you're like, oh, I feel so bad, I feel so bloated, I feel so guilty, and the next day you want to start your diet again. So this is kind of the one side of things, and I'm not gonna get super deep today, like what to do about it. The main thing is though that you have to understand your triggers and understand what you really need in this situation and go find it. Or you can have this piece of chocolate and have it in small amounts, and then you can move on with your day. So that's absolutely like perfect solution to that. What you don't want is to start binging. However, today I want to talk a little bit more about the food and fitness and lifestyle side of things. So there are certainly some things related to your food that can cause you more cravings, and a lot of these things have to do with cortisol. So there's certain things that we do that elevate our cortisol, the stress levels, and then one of the things for many people, especially tend to be for women, is skipping meals or having too long breaks between the meals. I know a lot of people are super into fasting. They do the intermittent fasting, and then this, I'm not saying it doesn't work for anyone, but it does not work for a lot of people, and they kind of force themselves to do it because that's what they're being told to do, right? However, a lot of times this creates stress for your body. Your body does not want to be hungry all the time, or like extended periods of times. So you may not eat for a long period of time, and then you eat a ton of food later, and this you get cravings because you didn't give yourself the food that you actually needed. So if you get frequent cravings and you have long breaks between your meals, or you're doing the fasting thing, I would recommend stop doing it and start eating more regularly, and start eating when you get hungry, so you don't get this big cravings later in the day. Another thing, and it's very, very common, is just under eating calories. Just eating too little, and I've totally been there. Maybe you have been there too. And then I know it's really, really scary to change that, to start eating more, but it's necessary because your body is hungry. It wants food, so give it calories. And then if you eat healthy foods and like filling foods, and you get your proteins and vegetables and starches and stuff, then you shouldn't be getting like so intense cravings that you just can't do anything about it. It's just all that you can think about. Just try start trying to add a little bit more calories to your meals and see if that helps. And then one more big reasons why you may be getting a lot of bad cravings is that you are not letting yourself to eat the things that you want to eat. So yes, I know a lot of you may say that, oh, but if I just even like get started with chocolate, there's no, like, I cannot stop. I'm gonna eat the entire bar and go get 3 more. So I better stay away from everything. And this might be the reason why you are actually craving these things, because you're not allowing yourself to have them. Instead, what you should be doing is learning how to have these things in moderation so that you're satisfied, and then still, not overeaten, but you're satisfied. You just had enough. And this is what we're going to talk much more about in my free challenge, the 10% solution challenge, where we discuss how you can start eating your favorite things in smaller amount without overdoing them. So sign up for this one. I'm going to put the link below here so you can sign up for this challenge as well. All right, moving on to fitness. So there are certain activities that in certain people cause more cravings. I'm not saying again that everybody, but a lot of people doing, for example, long cardio can increase cravings. So there's been, they have showed that over 30-minute cardio can actually increase cortisol levels, which are related to increasing your cravings. So if you are somebody who's doing a lot of long cardio day in, day out, all the time, the same thing, and you get cravings, that may be one of the things that you want to fix. Maybe you can switch to doing some other activities, and we're going to get there in a second. That might be helpful. Another thing that can also increase cravings is doing just too high intense exercise too frequently, so that you never have time to recover. So you get cortisol as a response to exercise, and that's totally normal. That's how it's supposed to be. But if this cortisol stays up and is all the time elevated because you never really rest, then this is where you can get problems, and this is where you start craving like sugar, salt, fat, like all these things. Just slow down a bit and do a little bit less high intensity. I know there's a big trend in the fitness industry right now. It was like, yeah, 20-minute workouts and you're done. Just do them every day, 20 minutes. Like, it's cool, but it's so intense, and some people don't recover from them well enough. I am one of them. I just can't do too many high intensity exercise. I get all kinds of issues and hormonal issues and period issues. So let's not do them. Let's not think that this is for all of us. Like, if you go and do like super high intensity workouts every day, and then you do intermittent fasting and restrict your calories, this is a recipe for disaster. You're not only getting cravings, but you're also getting hormonal issues, sleep issues. Okay, I'm totally getting to a different place now, but I just got so fired up. So also fitness-wise, so what should you be doing then? I would like to see you incorporate more things that are calming, chilling, relaxing. Things like walking. Go on long walks. Long walk doesn't mean like power walking uphill. It's just chill, relaxed, nice, enjoying the nature type of walk. 45 minutes to even like an hour plus, whatever you like. Do these things and just try to be in nature rather than on a treadmill. Another thing, yoga. And also choose yoga that's actually calming, that's relaxing, that you enjoy, because I know some of those power yogas, whatever, like super high intense stuff, can feel like mini boot camps. So you don't want to do those. Do like restorative yoga or gentle vinyasa or things like that that actually feel that are calming you down, instead of like getting you super like hyper energized for a second and then you crash later. So things that calm you down also lower your cortisol, and your cravings also should really decrease. Okay, sleep is the next thing. If you don't sleep properly, this is probably one of the reasons why you are getting bad cravings, and I think you have all experienced that. I certainly have. Whenever I have like worse sleep, when I don't sleep that well or I don't get enough hours, definitely the next day I want to snack more. I would constantly snack. It's so much harder to kind of know how much you need. It's so much harder to tune into your body and realize, what do I really need? It's much more mindless. So take care of your sleep and put it on top of your priority list. It should be more important than your exercises. All right, what are the other things, kind of like lifestyle things that you can add in here and there to make sure to get more calm, relax more, reduce your cortisol, also reduce your cravings? Things that make you laugh a lot, like you really like make you happy, make you like, ooh, this is so good. Like what are the things that make you feel this way. It can be like hanging out with your best friends, that like it's like absolutely so much fun to be with her, or watching dog videos. That's my thing. I watch all the cat, dog, and goat videos on Instagram all the time. It's just hilarious, and it feels so good. It's like the best feeling. Then another thing that really helps to reduce cortisol is physical touch, affection, cuddling with your partner, with your kids, with your pets, right? These things are really, really good, and they're so nice, and they feel so good, and your brain is happy, your body's happy. Then things like meditation and taking a bath, and then even foam rolling can be, it can be a little bit painful depending on how your muscles are feeling, how tight they are, what's going on in your muscles, but overall it's relaxing and it's enjoyable. Massage, things like that, and try to think all the time, every time, like from this perspective, is this bringing me joy and calming me down and making me more present, or is it doing actually the opposite? So a lot of times cravings are related to too much cortisol, doing too much, doing things too intensely, and then never really truly relaxing. So yeah, these are my recommendations, and then if you have any questions, please comment below. And also, one more time, I want to remind you, sign up for my free challenge. It's 10 days starting May 1st. And then we are going to learn how to have your favorite things in moderation, so you don't have to deprive, and you also don't get crazy cravings. Okay, that's it from me today. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.